Hello everyone. I would like to send a message to all my followers in this channel, considering the circumstances in which we are living today, making reference to the coronavirus. As you all know, this is a global catastrophe, and we can see clearly the results of this terrible epidemic that has been striking humanity. And we have seen how many people have died, passed away in really horrible conditions, and something that at the beginning seemed to have been simply ignored because people never realized that it's gonna be or grow to such magnitude. But now we have seen that indeed this coronavirus is something very serious, and now doctors and governments and countries are doing almost the impossible to stop this calamity, this disease that is affecting thousands of people all over the world. So to all my followers in this channel, I just simply want to send a message of support, of encouragement, of comfort to all of you wherever you are. Stay home, please, and be safe. You have to isolate yourself and put yourself in quarantine, as they say. Indeed, this is what I have done. Where I live here in the US, all schools have been closed. My university is closed, and all classes are now online, just to make sure that this coronavirus doesn't expand that much, and to avoid the contact between people, just to be safe. So please, to all of you, to all of my followers, I just send a message of comfort, a warm message of solidarity to all of you wherever you are. And remember to follow the directions of your government, your country, how to avoid this contact between humans and even relatives, because this is something indeed very serious. And we have seen that we don't have yet the vaccines and the solution, and doctors who have been fighting this disease, helping others, have even passed away and get contagious. And indeed, it's very sad, the situation. We have also seen that many places of worship, especially looking at the three monotheistic religions, Judaism, Christianity, Islam, synagogues, mosques, churches, everything is empty now, just because of precautions. So people stay in their homes and pray at home, and that way we all should be safe, God willing. So it's very sad, very, very sad. There are many videos going around the web, people crying, singing, praying to God. I saw a video the other day, people in Morocco on the roofs of their houses at the same time, everybody praying and calling up to God to stop this coronavirus immediately. And something that we have noticed, and perhaps is something, if we could say something positive of all this situation, is indeed that many people have come closer to God, and they have been calling to God, and they have felt the need in their hearts, perhaps in many years, to pray to God, to communicate with God, to pray not only for themselves, but also for their relatives, for their neighbors, people in countries that used to hate each other, and many enmity. Now we see that people are helping each other. Indeed, the commandment to love your fellow neighbor, we see many people who are fulfilling this now, even though they are not religious. Because in times of calamities, in time of disease, in time of hardship, people are getting together. They are caring for each other. They are showing love, care, and respect for each other. Because indeed, it's very sad that such calamity have come upon us, just to teach us this lesson in the hard way. Human beings, the wise say, human beings learn in two ways. Either by the way of love, or by the way of the hard way, punishment, disease, calamities. And either way, we're going to learn a lesson. it's better to learn through the way of love. But human beings, it's very difficult. Therefore, sadly, sometimes calamity strikes, and then we learn a lesson, and then we learn how to be closer to each other, and then we remember God, and then we remember our family, our relatives, our friends, our neighbors, and then we show love, respect, and care the same way that they are showing it to us. And this disease indeed have broken the barriers between religions, and people from different religions, from different faiths, they are showing care for each other. They are helping each other. Therefore, God willing, we hope that this disease stops immediately and we find a solution to it, because everything comes from God, and the cure also will come from God, God willing. So this is a message from me to all of you, to all of my followers in this channel, and I hope that you stay safe. If you are isolated, if you are in quarantine, and if you're alone at home, don't feel distressed, but let's have hope that all of this will end very soon, and the lessons that we get from this indeed will always remain in the human heart, in human consciousness, and in human history. So let's hope, God willing, that all of this will be part of the past, a part of history very soon, and people will recover and everything will get back, not to normality, because the world will never be the same after this, but indeed, as human beings, we should have learned a lesson, and we should have learned how to care and love for each other, show love to each other, and be more closer to God. Thank you so much for your attention. Stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video.